What'd you think of the finale there with Olivera and Poirier?
So shoot, that's a great fight. It looked to me like Olivera had more weapons in his arsenal, and that's what it came down to. Like here was a telling sign for me too. During the fight, when Olivera got that first takedown. Here's the difference, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Olivera gets dropped. What does DP do?
Tries to knock him out.
No, he lets him up, didn't he?
Let me think.
I swear he let him up.
Yeah, maybe he let him up, huh?
And it's just like he is a lot better at the boxing, but this is in Poirier's mind. He's thinking, I'm gonna knock this guy out with boxing. But
yeah, I think that's his natural first thought.
It's his natural first thought is I'm going
Right.
to let him up and box with him and knock him out some more. I'm going to drop him again. Now, this is what Coach Bryce says, and Coach Bryce ain't shit on Poirier. Poirier, come over here and beat my ass right now. And actually, I want to train with him. I'm not saying, but looking back at a fight, you can look back at all my losses and say, hey, you should have, could have, and I'll say, yeah, you're right. I should have.
Right, yeah, it's easy for us to sit here and say anything.
It's so fucking easy. But if, say we redo it, and I'm wanting DP, my dude, to win.
Right.
And I'm DP's coach, and say if I say it, he does it.
Right.
I say when you drop him, get in his guard. Grind out that first round. Maybe you're not going to finish him probably unless you hurt him real bad because Charles got that guard. But do not ever be scared to engage on the ground with an opponent.
Yeah.
That fear will manifest itself. I promise you. And it's not saying he's not afraid of Charles Oliveira's ground game. That's not what I'm saying. But
right.
It's more like too much respect. It's like, bro, you're Dustin Poirier, and he's fucking rocked. You get on him, and you just keep fucking just wail down punches. And if I was his coach, I would tell him, I don't give a fuck how good his guard is.
Yeah.
You get in there and you fuck him up, his guard ain't going to be that good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so.
Yeah, I could see it being a level of, like, respect thing with
It was
Dustin.
it was a level of respect is all that was.
Yeah, he just has this, like, there's he has this mutual kind of thing. Yeah.
And like I said, he wanted to knock him out with the boxing.
Yeah.
But if I was coach, I'd be, Dustin, go in there, get in his guard. Keep him down and just win the rest of that round, conserve a little bit of your energy.
Right.
Then the second round, I believe that Olivera gets DP down, and this is what.
Yeah, that's when Olivera got him down and was throwing those elbows. They weren't landing like it didn't look super flush, but I'm sure they were.
Bro, they hurt, yeah, bro. When they hit you in the teeth, you could feel it because they were landing right here and here, and those elbows hurt, But he had a body triangle locked around his body, and you can do that every now and then, because to kind of recover or anything. But I think he held that body triangle. He was actually holding himself in that position.
Oh, and Dustin was the whole time.
Damn right.
So it's having to gas him out. Well, Dustin was kind of trying to keep his body close to him, I think, so he didn't have that distance to attack.
Because he didn't want his back to get taken.
Yeah.
And so I would tell him, I'd say, Dustin, open that body triangle. You cannot. How can you stand up on your feet if they're locked around your opponent? I say, Dustin, you got to knock this guy out, or you got to at least bust him up. You got to open your legs up, and you got to fight to get up. Now the problem,
because if he opens his legs up, then what's possible?
Putting his feet on the ground, planting them, and getting up.
And getting back up.
Now the risk there is that Olivera circles to his back or grabs a headlock. But here's the thing: would you rather the dude choke you out with the rear naked choke, or get you in a guillotine on the way up, or would you rather sit and lose that round by round by round with that body triangle? And, I've done a lot of bad things in fight, but I think when he looks back at it, he'll say, you know what? I'm not going to do that body triangle no more. I'm going to get back to my feet if my opponent gets me down, because he was kind of keeping himself there in that position. But it all those things you saw was the manifestation of the over-respect that he gave to Olivera.
Yeah.
And I say, it's one thing to say, okay, Olivera's good on the ground, and I don't want to go to the ground with him. It's another to say, he's so good on the ground, I'm not going to open up my guard. I'm going to hold him on top of me. No, you can't be giving him that much respect. Fuck that.
Yeah, I think Dustin just loves fighting. So like the actual
he likes hitting
hitting people. He likes get. I think that's his thing.
Well,
so,
he's one of the best in the fucking world at it. Bro.
I mean,
here's the thing: you get a matchup like McGregor.
So if I was good at it, I would do it. If I'm, if I'm good with a dagger, I ain't gonna tickle somebody.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's
right.
like just because it's like it's not the same thing.
Well, there's matchups like for Poirier that I just think he'll win every one of them. Like the perfect matchup for him is Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
A guy who power punches, doesn't do as good in the later rounds. He does better in the first rounds, whereas DP does better in the later rounds.
I know.
So you get a DP and a Conor McGregor matchup. There's not a time in the fight where Dustin has to worry about getting taken down, getting choked. No,
Right.
he's in his element,
and
you're going to see him fully unleashed. But you put him up against a Charles Oliveira, and you're going to see in some positions more timidity because of that respect for the ground game. And I don't and this is my honest assessment of Dustin's ground game. I don't think the disparity is as big as it is in his head.
Right.
I think he was a little bit too worried about Oliveira's ground game. Like I said, when he dropped him, I'm pouncing.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't talk to him enough about the actual fighting and stuff before, about what his mindset was.
He's good on the ground, man.
I think he was just expecting the third round it would get back up to the feet.
The feet, yeah.
And that's where it would kind of stay, and so we'd have and then it just and I think Dustin was most bummed.
Well, I gotta say this. My last loss, guy took me down, and I got choked out trying to get up. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on the other end of it.
So it's just
it's easy to sit here and say, oh, you could have, should have, would have. But my last fight, bro, I wish that I would have got up safer. If anything, maybe I should have stayed on the ground the rest of the fight because I could have won a decision possibly. But I learned a valuable lesson, man. And every fight, there's something to learn.
Yeah. I mean, look, I obviously have, I get scared of things. Yeah, I'm scared of something. So I know nothing, but it's definitely it's interesting to sit back and talk about it. And it's what we do as humans. We see what happened and we look at it. And it's like, I just know also Dustin was bummed. Probably he wanted to fight more. That's the thing, too. Yeah. And I think it's the same with guys like you. It's like, you just want to fight more. Yeah. Like, we got 5 rounds. Let's at least do 4. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, even if you already won, let's do another, let's just keep it going. Man, the energy in there was so wild, man.
Were you there?
And Gaethje was back. Gaethje's just backstage. Literally, it's like, who can I fight? Who can I fight? Who can I fight?
Oh, he's ready to go.
Oh, bro, he's ready to go.
Let me tell you why I think that Gaethje is a great matchup for Olivera. Because
what do you think? What do you think would happen to Olivera Gaethje? Because I feel like that's probably what's going to be next. I don't think you're going to see a Poirier Olivera rematch because I think it makes sense.
Well, he could go make money fighting McGregor. That's what I think. He might just get that money fight or Nate Diaz fight. They would pay him so much money for that Nate Diaz fight.
2 punchers.
And he's in a position, bro. He don't even have to worry about fighting for the belt. He's a fucking bajillionaire or whatever he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he's made him some money in it.
So it's not going to be typical with him. He's going to do something crazy, I bet you.
So what does the belt mean to people? Because Dustin was an interim champion, so that's a champion. It's especially with the way the belt is kind of used as like it's a bait. They use it. Sometimes it's who's definitely, obviously, it's always who's great.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's used by the administration of there. It seems like it is like a...
Well, everybody's path is different, and I don't think that these people who have the belts are fucking built different than anybody. They had good circumstances, and a lot of them are great and everything, and are elite and stuff, but I put it this way, man. If I'm in a fucking street fight and I'm fighting for my life and there's one person I have my back and they said it's Dustin Poirier, I'm thinking, fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck what belt he's got, this or that. Dustin Poirier can fight anybody.
Yeah, I don't care if he's wearing a damn...
I don't give a fuck who it is.
I don't care if he's wearing a belt from Banana Republic.
That's
dude.
right.
That dude's going
I want DP having my back. You know what I'm saying? And, here's another thing, man, with that championship stuff, man. It's like, I hate to see these people get the belt and then they act like they're gods or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's, okay, McGregor, double champ, right?
Yeah.
Okay, DP ain't a fucking double champ. Okay, who wins when they fight?
Right.
You know who wins.
Right, so it's interesting. It's interesting what
it ain't all about that. And,
right.
And people's paths are different. He has a lot of fights. He had some rough nights, and, he's a championship fighter. I don't give a fuck if he has a belt or not.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm comfortable with him having my back in any street fight.
Amen, man. Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. 2 options. Watch one, this one or this one.